So for those who have been following my channel, you know that I started a community project called CodeRacer, where anyone can come in and start contributing to this open source project. And I want to kind of walk you through the progress that we've made in about 2 weeks. And I think it's been like 3 days now. So a total of, was it 2 weeks plus 3 days, like 17 days. And overall, I'm actually quite impressed, like how much stuff we managed to get done with a bunch of anonymous people online who just kind of came together, started hacking away at this project, and I want to kind of walk you through it. So I'm personally amazed. I don't know if you guys are amazed, but I think everyone did a really cool job. So let's just do a project walkthrough. So the idea of this project is people can go and start practicing their typing skills, okay? So over here, I am logged in. You have the ability to view your dashboard, view profiles, reviews, but I'm gonna go ahead and just walk you through a really basic scenario. Let's say that you want to practice typing some TypeScript. So I'll go over here. You have the ability to select different languages. In our case, I'll do TypeScript. I will do practice. And now you get a snippet, which you can practice typing. Now, so let's just go ahead and practice typing this real quick. And after you finish, oh, check it out. I got some confetti. So first thing is, I think that achievement, I'll show you later. I think it's when you finish 5 races, you will get an award. You'll get a badge. So that's something cool. I'm glad that I actually showed up for this little video. So after you finish typing the race, it tells you the CPM, so how many characters per minute you're typing, it tells you your accuracy, how many things you've missed, how much time it took to do that snippet. And down here we have some chart.js, I believe this is, or maybe this is recharts. I don't know, I have to go look at the code. But a contributor basically added this in so you can actually hover over your history and time and see how your CPM is increasing over time. I guess near the end I started getting really fast, and my accuracy was terrible at this point. So you can kind of go back in time and figure out what keys are you actually messing up, you know? I thought this was a really awesome feature that they added in. I was really impressed with this one. You can retry the race. You can do a new snippet if you want. You can restart the game. You can also rate the snippets. We kind of have to restructure how some of this stuff is laid out, I believe, because having this stuff kind of hidden at the bottom, probably not the best user experience. Then we got a footer down here. Now, some other cool things I want to show you is you have the ability to replay what you type. So if I go ahead and click play here, this will actually replay the exact typing that you did on the snippet, and you can see where you messed up on. So I thought this was also a really interesting concept that someone added. Again, this is all like contributors basically coming in and just adding stuff to this project where they thought cool features could be added. And this is kind of the results that we see. We can also go back in time. Now, the next thing is you can go here and figure out, okay, well, how did I place for the snippet? So I'm second place. It looks like this person managed to type the snippet a little bit faster. So if I wanted to kind of like retry and beat his best time, I could do that. And then also you can see your own history. Okay, so here's another nice chart where it looks like I've done the snippet 2 times already, where the first time my accuracy and CPM was a little bit higher. And then over here, you can see my accuracy dropped. So obviously I'm recording a video. I'm not gonna be able to type too well as I'm talking and stuff. But that is like the main piece of functionality that my contributors worked on. The next thing I want to show you is the leaderboard. So the idea is you can kind of compete against everyone else on this application, and you basically are ranked by your average CPM. So Jordan is, you know, killing it with his CPM. I'm second place over here, but my accuracy stinks. I think it'd be cool to add a feature to be able to basically clear out all your stats and just restart, because I think I was doing a lot of prototyping, which really brought down my accuracy. But that's basically the leaderboard. Someone came in here and added pagination, so I can go and, like, you know, do 10 records per page. I can go to the next page. Pretty awesome stuff. There's also a toggle over here where you can actually hide columns. Again, a majority of all the components in this little project are done using ShadCN UI. So a lot of the stuff we just kind of brought in components, and now we can use them. Awesome stuff. So another feature is adding a snippet. So if you ever wanted to go and add like a TypeScript snippet, you can go do that. Just basically select your language, paste it in, click upload. You will get a badge when you do this for the first time. And then finally, we have a contributors page. So someone kind of championed this page. They've been kind of just adding to it over and over again. And this is where they got it to. It basically shows all the people who have contributed to this project, how many commits they have. Every week it shows how many commits, additions and deletions we have. Looks like they got a little bit of pagination going on there, so you can see the people who maybe just did one PR, you know, changed the README or correct some spelling or something. But overall, these are like the top contributors on this project, as you can tell. And if you hover over their names, you can actually see the last commits that they did. And if you were to click on them, it takes them to, or it takes you to their GitHub repo, right? So if you're looking to hire someone, maybe reach out to some of these top contributors because, you know, they're actually putting themselves out there. They're trying their hardest to add features. And some of these people are really good developers, in my opinion. All right, so now this is where I want to hide my face, and I want to kind of talk about the top right. So we have light mode, we got dark mode, you know, every site should have this. You'll be surprised how difficult it can be sometimes to like code for light and dark, because every page has to basically look good. So make sure you keep that in mind. I'll keep it at system. But over here, let's check out the dashboard. Okay, so this is another page where you can go back and you can view the last snippets that you did. You can try to practice those snippets again. But I think this was the last snippet that I just did, I would assume. Actually, it's ordered by date. Okay, so I think this is the snippet I just did in this video. So those are the races. You can do snippets. These are the snippets that you've uploaded. Again, I don't really know what the point of this page is, but I guess you can see if people like your snippets, and maybe we can give out points for that. CPM, overall, you can see how well you're doing over time. Accuracy, again, another interesting chart that shows you your accuracy over time. And then awards. So what rank are you? How many races have you played in? And how many snippets have you created? I think this is hard-coded at 1 right now. I don't know if this is real data, so we might have to go and fix that. So that's your dashboard. Now the profile, this one is where you can kind of get information about the person. You can edit this and add a bio here. You can change your name. So this is the first time seeing this. I guess someone added the latest commits that a user has done down here at the bottom. Again, since you log in with GitHub, I guess they're taking your GitHub ID and looking up what commits you've done on this project. It's pretty cool. I like this. I don't know if I would put it on the profile page necessarily, but hey, I guess this is a good way to highlight who's contributing to this project. And then also we have some achievements. So badges, as you saw, the confetti drop down. When you get 5 races, you get a cool little badge. All these badges, the images, I actually created with my icon generator AI. Basically go here, type in a prompt of like, I don't know, a trophy, and then I just take something that looks good and I put it over in our project. So that's how I did the badges. And also, if you're an admin, so I have admin role on this account, I can go here and I can see snippets that have been reported. If people are uploading bad snippets, for example, this one, I can actually go here and I can delete this, right? So I'll delete it from the system, delete that one from the system. I don't know what language this is. Is this Python probably? That one looks bad. Someone uploaded some Angular. Let's go ahead and delete that too. That's kind of gross. And if we think the snippet is good, like it's a decent length, I mean, this one's just like a for loop, has a little space here. I'd rather this actually be formatted properly. So, I mean, I'll accept it for right now just to kind of demo that. Now, the final thing I want to demo, this is the latest feature that someone has been kind of working very hard in adding, is the multiplayer ability. So if I were to go here and start racing with TypeScript, hopefully, if this works, I have the WebSocket server hosted on Fly.io, and I do believe it has to like spin up if you haven't used it in a while. So now I've connected to the lobby. I'm gonna go ahead and open up another tab, and now we basically have like a race room. Okay, so I can actually get another one opened up here. So we got 3 people all connected to the same room, and once the game starts, you can all just start racing each other. So as you can see here, as you race, this person's profile picture will be kind of moved to the top. There is an issue where like everyone gets different snippets. Obviously that's a bug, we gotta fix that. But once everyone finishes the race, you'll get moved over to the results page, and you can kind of see how you placed on that race. As I delete people, those will go away. Let me finish that one real quick, and I'll finish this one just to kind of show you what happens. I really should report this snippet. This snippet is not good. There we go. So we both finished the race. It doesn't really tell you how you placed, like did you get first place, second place, third place, but again, it's just like the same page that we saw before with the snippet, and you can see your snippet history. So that's really all I wanted to show. That is the progress that you can see be made this day and age with an open source community of people who are actually focused and dedicated at building something cool. And again, I didn't even do much of this work. I just kind of helped create issues and help merge PRs. I really didn't even review code. I just like merged stuff. But I've just been shocked how quick this application has been built in about 2 weeks, in a couple of days, from a bunch of random strangers on the internet who just enjoy coding and are kind of looking to hone their experience. Now, I don't want to bash in other projects or teams, but it's funny, the amount of effort and work that we got done in 2 weeks is probably more than many companies get done in months. Now, I will say this project isn't too complex yet, but still, I've been blown away with the community. If you guys do want to kind of contribute on this, be sure to join my Discord. I have a whole channel where people are kind of talking about adding features to this and getting help as they add features. The development has slowed down a little bit on this, which is fine. I think there's just like 2 more things we're kind of focusing on adding, but after that, I mean, I don't really know what else we could add to this. I think it's a pretty good, awesome little project that we managed to crank out. So for those of you who are still watching, I guess I'll just give a quick walkthrough of how this stuff is deployed. So I have the production application with Next.js that's hosted at Vercel. This is the link that you saw me using. And when you load up your browser, it's actually using that UI hosted from Vercel, and the API is also from Vercel. Then we also have over here, we're using Fly.io to host the WebSocket server. And whenever a commit is basically merged into main, it'll redeploy both of these. And we have it configured so both of these know about each other. Pretty cool. And then finally, we have a database on Supabase, which is holding our Postgres database. And as far as costs, so far, the only thing that costs money is Fly.io, I believe. And I'm being charged for like a 12 megabyte machine, which ends up being like, what, $5 a month or something? Super cheap. It might even be cheaper than that. So it's one WebSocket instance. At some point, we might have to scale this up to multiple ones, but that's what we got so far. I think it's working pretty good. Today, I finished getting it all integrated and deployed, so I'm kind of happy that that is fully working now with the multiplayer race. Again, this is still a work in progress. The main person has been kind of spearheading this, is still just refactoring and doing stuff and adding features. So if this thing breaks, don't get mad. Like always, I have a Discord channel you're welcome to join if you want to find a place to kind of talk to people or get help with coding. And like always, have a good day and happy coding.